All right, folks. As promised, we've got the hood open. Our 2014 Volvo S60 project car here. So got the hood open, and let's go through and just do some initial checks here that we weren't able to do over there. Now, if you're ever at the, some of us can walk around and look at the exterior of a vehicle or just look in the engine bay and know certain things that you look for that go, oh my gosh, it's been maintained, it's been taken care of at a dealer, or it's brand new. Now, since we noticed at the salvage yard that it had a Volvo belt change for the timing belt at 52,000 miles, we know that Volvo did the service on that. We also see a Volvo branded alternator and pulley belt system there. And so yeah, a couple of indicators that this was actually done at the dealer. Now, I've cheated. I've done a couple of extra things. I've taken off some fasteners just in the interest of time saving on this video. But let's go in here. Let's check the battery and see who makes that. Okay, it's kind of cruddy down in here. But I went ahead and, okay, we've got a Super Start. That is not a Volvo. Let's see, what year does that say there? Looks like 11 of 21. So it's got a 3.5-year-old battery, it looks like. Almost 4, but Super Start. Yeah, I don't think that's it. At Volvo, but it does have the Volvo dealer sticker on it. So maybe it looks like stock is Vaughn. I don't know what that means there, but we'll check that part number. But maybe that is a stock Volvo battery, a Super Start. That's I did do the brake fluid and I checked in that reservoir. But one of the things I noticed, check it out, I was going through, I was looking at the other fill, routine maintenance area. We've still got our filler tube for our washer that was destroyed in the accident. So one last thing is we got to buy, because that tube does not come with the windshield wiper reservoir, as we discovered on every other car that we've worked on, specifically the Volkswagen GTI and the Volkswagen CC project that we did. 2 different part numbers, 2 different costs, and they don't even come with the damn little filler lip. So, hey, look at that. We don't have to spend any money to get that stuff. So, all right, next thing we're going to do, and we did notice it had a aftermarket air filter. So this is just a Fram, orange foam, CarQuest. So, yeah, made in Poland, no, but CarQuest air filter, just off the shelf. You can go down to AutoZone or CarQuest, obviously, or Napa and pick you up one of these. So the air filter was taken care of, and it is clean. You saw there was hardly any dust on it. Next thing, let's get a piece of paper and we'll check the oil real quick. So let's get in here, get it nice and glued up. Pull it out and we'll sit it right on this piece of paper. Well, you can see through it, it's somewhat clear, but it is dark. And next thing I do, I know this isn't indicative of true service life, but let's smell it. It smells, honestly, it smells like lawnmower oil. So my understanding is when you do a timing belt service, they probably would have changed the oil in the filter. So I would believe that probably 2,000 or 3,000 miles ago, it's got brand new oil and filter change. Let's check one other thing. Let me get a screwdriver. We will. Let's make sure it's clean. All right, nice and clean. And let's check the coolant reservoir is full, up to the proper level anyway. Let's get some of this on our paper. Look at that nice blue. So that is Volvo coolant. Yes, it is. Smells just like Volvo coolant. So that is factory. It's not your just get off the shelf with Xerox or Peak antifreeze, which I am a proponent of using because it's readily available. But this, in this car, is the Volvo servicing department has used their stock bulk barrel of antifreeze, and probably the oil as well. So we've got probably an aftermarket battery, probably an aftermarket air cleaner filter, and more than likely everything else has been done by the Volvo service department. We'll leave the battery kind of as a probably aftermarket, but perhaps dealer. But look at how clean this engine department is. Even the stickers on the, yeah, we're missing a bolt, or is that just supposed to be, well, we'll go look at that. Look at how clean it is in here. You know you've got some residual little dust here, but my God, for 52,000 miles on this car, wow. Wow. And that means, knock on wood, the turbocharger has probably another 100 or 200,000 miles worth of life in it, which, you know, usually the bearings and the seals and all the stuff on those go out very soon. But remember, even the little felt hood flame guard is still in a very, very good condition. I apologize, I'm going to wipe off the lens here. There we go. You guys have been looking through sort of a haze, dude, and it ain't my cigar. But look at this. Oh, let's check and make sure it's got all the warning decals where they need to be. Okay, so we've got our, we've got some information up there. And what is this? We've got an actual part number, but let's make sure we've got our emissions labels, because, oh, where's the VIN decal? Okay, we've got our VIN decal on the door, because remember, whenever we go in California anyway, we have to go get our vehicle identification inspection. And, you know, it's a free thing that they do. It's a piece of paperwork, but, you know, don't ever want to show up at that inspection without having an actual a VIN label where it needs to be. Now, in this particular car, there is not a VIN label up in this area, okay, or an emissions label. The emissions label is actually part of the process they're going to do when they pull that VIN. And 2000, I think it's 16 or newer, don't quote me on that, but that's whenever they just plug it into the computer and everything comes up automatically. You know, the size of engine, how much CO2 it's supposed to be plugging out in the atmosphere, and all of that. It's a lot more computer derived information. And I believe that happened starting in 2016. It might have been 2018. Again, I'll have to go back and research that, or somebody wants to put that information in the comments down below. I don't want to misspeak and send anybody off the wrong with the wrong information. But you know, there's no frame damage. You know, come to find out, that is stock. This bumper here, that is not crushed in. That is how it's manufactured. That's supposed to be bent like that, and it doesn't stick out beyond the. I thought maybe it would come out here and kind of bend it, but it is not. That's actual stock. And then the front clip is all good in shape. So, as promised, let's jump up underneath here. Now, I don't have a lift, so bear with me. I'm going to get down as much as I can. We will see. Okay, we've got our sensors. One of them's missing here. But as you can see, there's a lot of harnessy things kind of hanging around down here that look like, yeah, here we go. These are the actual sensors that go to these little, I guess, parking assist or something like that. So But look at this, we got our intercooler is in good shape. Our AC condenser, it looks like it's in good shape. Nothing wrecked up underneath here. Still got the stock skid plate. Oh, let's see here. Good news is, well, we get some rocks or something under there. But the good news is, guess what? That's a hard plate. It's not that cheap, flimsy. Talking to you, Volkswagen. Yeah, look at this. I don't see any other damage under here, other than the cosmetic sheet metal. And obviously, this got wrecked right here when this thing broke off. So can we reuse that? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It's just a little plastic thing. But the good thing is, it's got all of its harnesses. It's got all its clips. Yeah, there's another one of those little, I don't know what those are, parking assist sensors, radar, LiDAR sensors. It's too bad that it lost part of its cowl, but you know what? It doesn't have the windshield wiper holes. And what I've researched so far is a bumper cover or a cowl or whatever. I think they call them a cosmetic bumper cover, but it's basically this gray piece. It's all one piece here. There's a difference between the ones that actually have the pop-up headlight washers that pop up out of over here and spray. That's a tow hook attachment cap there, but it doesn't look like it has the washers for the headlight, which is a good thing because like I said, that's less expensive for parts. And this color is your basic Duplicolor Krylon ish. But look, we've got all of our attachment points. You know, just a couple of little bins here or there. Very easy to bin back. You know, but all the brackets are still in real good condition. Still even got the little glue-on plastic spacer thing here. Here is our hood opener. It's not in a good shape. Basically, how you open the hood now is you grab a hold of the cable and you pull it because the other end of the cable ball is right there. And it's supposed to attach up underneath there. I don't think anything is supposed to go in this area right here, but we'll confirm that. We'll find out because your headlight sticks back about like that. And I think we should be good. The other thing, Volvo, looks like they've changed those metal. Remember the old metal clips that we used to go down to hold the headlights in? Now you get a piece of metal on your plastic slotted little thing there. Basically, you pull that up and then you pull the headlight out and undo it. Pretty slick to replace right in the field, but or on the side of the highway if you needed to replace a headlight or a bulb or something, but because you're not going to get your hand down in there to replace a bulb without taking that headlight out of there. And luckily, it's a heck of a lot easier to take the headlights out of these to replace any kind of service that you're doing in the front end than it is on a Volkswagen nowadays. Whoo! Bolts and switches and clips and take the whole front bumper off to get the headlight lens out. But I do not see, you know, probably the next thing I'll do is I'll pull it up on those. I've got some ramps over there, or at least some jack stands, something like that. I'll pull it up on there, and then we'll drop that splash shield. I'll crawl back up underneath there, and I'll look around up underneath there and see how we're doing. Obviously, that's going to be the part of the project anyway, just to go through everything and make sure it's okay. But I think we're going to end up with a nice little car here, and I think it's going to be somewhat easy. I always think it's the best intention is you start these easy and it turns into, oh, look at what this is. But you know, we don't have a broken windshield. We don't have a caved in roof. We don't have a bunch of tires we have to go buy. It doesn't look like we're going to be hurting for any kind of brake pads or rotors. Let's see here. Yeah, no, I think those brake pads are going to be fine. Fingers crossed. And we'll pull those off, make sure they're within specs. I've got to find the service manual for one of these. I can find the V60s, you know, the station wagons. A lot of them are probably the same, but you know, this is from the outside, it just looks this plain Jane, almost like a rental car. But when you get inside, oh, it's like Pawpaw's recliner. I'm gonna sit there and watch the Family Feud, smoke my cigar, eat my granolas. Yeah, let's talk about this one. All right, well, 15 minutes in, this will be the initial starting video of this project, but you know, over the course of the next few weeks, months, whatever it takes us this time. Obviously, I don't want to sit around twiddling my fingers because COVID is over. Stay away. We're going to be in here when it's cool, and we'll get into this one and start doing a little bit more body work. And you know, I challenged myself because I want to do some body work. I want to learn it. No matter how many times I tried to paint or do body work, I fail. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up. And I think gray would be a good one. And come on, California, I know it's the end of June, but please do not start your wildfire season. I hear the fire trucks. I know we got a big one up there by Clear Lake, but let's keep it out. Let's keep it on the down low this year. I want to be able to breathe. Fat boys need air. All right, YouTube, take care. We'll pick you up on the next video in this series. Thanks so much for following along, and give me a thumb up. Thank you.